is not knowledge. If it was knowledge, you will have all of the scientists, PhDs, and all of these smart people being running this world as millionaires. And it's not. It's actually the people, other people that are hiring these individuals who are the smartest people in the world to do what they say they want. So here's what I tell you to what was one of the things that a smart person told me. It says, if you want to be successful, first thing you got to do is make a plan. Because if you don't plan, you plan to fail. And if you don't plan, you will fall into someone else's plan. And guess what? They do not have much plan for you. So the first thing, the first philosophy that entrepreneurs use is vision. Is vision. So when I tell you about vision, there is natural vision and supernatural vision. Most of us use our natural vision, where we see things just the way they are. We go about our days and not do much about it because it is the way that we do. It's just our day. One of my mentors, rest in peace, Mr. Jim Rohn, says this. No, my bad. This is Dr. Miles Monroe. He says you got to get from the day, not through the day.
Yes.
Right? And then, so the idea is for you to every day understand what happened. Therefore, you can learn from it. When you don't do that, that's what happens when karma happens. And the bad part of karma happens. Because when you don't learn, you take the same step forward. Meaning that what's going to happen is the same thing. What is the definition of insanity? It's doing the same thing over and over and over again, and then asking for different results. So our vision must come with different things, of course. What is your vision on money? In the Bible, everybody knows that it's a good book, right? Everybody know the Bible? Good book. It says that we all were born alike, have the same amount of bones, have the same amount of everything. However, the difference is the vision that we were provided. Poor people see money and they spend it. This is buy, pay bills, and then that's it. So what happens is, what do? I pay my bills first, then I do whatever it is with what is left over. Rich people do the opposite. They invest first, then they pay their bills. It's like, for most of us, we rob Peter, we rob Paul, and then we pay the bill, right? No. I rob Peter, I rob Paul, and I pay myself. Okay? So that's the first thing you want to do. So make sure that your vision on money changes. Because it's why entrepreneurs, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you must understand the vision of money. Money, it is to create more money with. It is not to have things with. It is to actually create more money. If your money is not creating more money, what is it doing? So as an entrepreneur, let's get that straight. If your money is not creating more money, you are losing. You are losing. So you must ensure that you understand how to operate your money, how to get grants. Again, we got Mr. Monte going in here. If you have not gotten with him, make sure you do so that you can understand better how it is that you get your funding through banks and set up your LLC and business so that you can ensure your business is set up right to receive that money. Okay? Now, the next thing is purpose. Vision has purpose. It is your why. Why is what hurts you. Most people use what hurts them as the reason not to do things. No, you should do it. You don't have time? Start a business. You don't have any money? Start a business. You want more time with your children? Start a business. You want to impact people? Start a business. That is the only way that you are going to get your time back and that you're going to get your money. Because as a business owner, you get to manipulate your time and your money as you like it. If you listen to what tax people say, tax law was created for the business owner, not for the income earner. So you best understand that if you own a business, you are in the right place and in the right way. Now, Jim Rohn says that it's never about the price, but the set of the sale. So that's your vision. What's the set of your sale? Because the same wind hits on us all. The wind of disappointment, the wind of despairiness, the wind of failure, everything. The same wind. Everything happens to us, to everybody. The same thing that happens to Mo happens to me, happens to you, happens to you. You are not any different. We are not any different. However, it is the set of our sail that makes the difference in our mind. Where are we going? Because then, once you have the vision, the how becomes very easy. But you must first have the vision. Second is faith versus fear. Entrepreneurs feed their faith. It is not that fear is not present. By far. Fear is always present. Ask Mo. He has 5 businesses. And constantly, he is worried about which one is not going to make the money this year. Fear is always there. However, that does not stop him from opening. I'm sure that will not stop him from opening the 6th one. Because he understands that he feeds his faith. When you don't feed your faith, that means that you are not providing purpose. You are not feeding your purpose. Faith provides, it is the food for your purpose, for your vision. So if you do not have that, what is it that you have? What is it that you're using? You know, there are 2 wolves inside of you. The one that you feed is the one that survives. You get that? Faith versus fear. I understand that in this world it is tough. It is tough to get money. It is tough to get people to even come and buy anything from you, to support you. However, there are people out there that want to support you. You just have not reached them. You just have to go harder. I do not want you to quit. By far. This is your purpose. If you have a business, if you have a nonprofit, it was not just because. You did not just start it. Oh, you just woke up this morning, wanted to be an entrepreneur, wanted to be a person with a nonprofit. No, it was put in your heart. It was put in your mind by someone. One of the things about God is that He places the vision in your mind first. He will never show you the how. And because if you understood what it has to be done, you will probably never do it. You will probably never go through this stuff. So that's the part of feeding your faith. Because the journey, it is hard. It will be tough. However, you will fly. If you get the opportunity, search for Steve Harvey's Jump. In it, he mentions how you will see everyone flying across, going to San Tropez, doing these other things, real big things. However, you never see their struggles. Rarely do you see how they got there. But it was one because they jumped. And they got scrubbed, they got bumps, they got bruises, they had everything. And at one time, their wings opened and they started flying. However, your wings will never open if you don't jump. This is where your faith has to be tougher than your fears. Because if you do not jump, your wings will never open. You will never get to fly with those individuals you would love to fly with. Third thing is personal development. Each entrepreneur that I know reads at least 3 to 4 books a year. Self-development books. Not a memoir by Magic Johnson or a memoir by anyone that you know. No. It is a self-development book on how it is that you can improve your communication, how it is that you can improve your emotional intelligence, how it is that you can improve your mindset as an entrepreneur. It is a process that you must endure. And if you cannot endure that process, it is because you did not self-develop. It is to a point where working harder on your job than you. Doesn't make any sense to work harder on a job that will fire you in a moment's notice and not work on you, the person that will be forever and ever in you. This is what I ask my people or everyone that I mentor. What have you done today that the 2 years from now you will thank you for? Another question, and it was posed to us today in our luncheon. What would you do that you would not fail at? You knew that you would not fail at. I'm sure everybody will do everything. I'll do everything. However, you don't know whether you're going to be good. So here's what I tell you: try everything. Go out there. The way to self-development is to work through experiences. Correct? Now, here's the one thing that through self-development helped me incredibly, and I will mention this too, is finding a mentor, yes, a messenger, and a motivator. The 3 M's. And let me toot some horn myself. Hey, you can find that in my book, Stepping into Leadership, currently available on Amazon. You can find that, Stepping into Leadership. Good, we plug that. Now, the mentor shows you how, where to go. It's my mentor on structuring, making sure that I have. Now, they have a t-shirt, knitting currently their sweater, been there, done that, you know what I'm talking about. That's your mentor. Now, here's the thing about a mentor. Mentor has 2 distinctive characteristics. 1, you must pay them. Hands down. But either or. Pay them or have a service towards them. If you don't have any of them, you are getting watered down mentorship. There is no way that anyone, unless they're a great friend of yours, I'm not trying to deny their friendships, that you will get full-blown mentorship without paying, yes, or being of service to the person. At this moment, you are both on a win-win situation. And that is mentorship. The messenger provides rewind. A mentor. Please have a mentor for each area of your life. Do not look for a mentor in business to give you relationship advice. Find you a relationship mentor. Find you a finance mentor. Find you a business mentor. The more mentors you have, the better. Because each one will be specific to the area of life that you are looking to impress or to improve. Therefore, when you go to the person, they know what it is that they need to learn. When you go to different mentors, asking them for different things, they do not know what they should make themselves good on. If you're like, I can't go to Breezy Baby. Hey, Breezy Baby, can you teach me how to do agriculture? The world, no, she can't do that. Maybe DJing, contracting, there are a lot of things that you all go to your mentor and like, why are you asking me that? Another thing, mentorship happens once in a while, maybe once a month. It doesn't happen all the time. It's once a month. Right when you're having that conundrum, that something that you just cannot get over with. You cannot make an appointment, let's talk. That's mentorship. So remember, you got a service or pay. Mentor. The messenger. We all run into a fork in the road. We don't know whether to go left or to go right. Sometimes we just talk to people and voila, the aha moment happens. That is your messenger. Normally, a messenger is an individual that you respect most. Mom, dad, uncle, good friend, who you just by randomly just be speaking to, and they say something that just strikes your mind, and it right there at that moment it becomes clear on what it is that you must do. Here's a characteristic about the messenger. They don't know that they are your messenger. If they knew that they were your messenger, they would feel as if they have to give you something all the time. And the things will not come organically. So you want it to come organically. If you want to know something, just ask. They don't know what you're trying to achieve. They don't know that you're your messenger. You're just having a conversation. Hey, what you have done? Have you heard of this? Lastly, you got your messenger and you got your motivator. Who wakes up every morning feeling at the most? Exactly. No one. No one. Even me. Everyone can tell you that I am wired, like I am hype at all times. Even I don't have the energy to withstand all day. So I had to call on someone. I had to rely on someone at that moment to feed me energy, to feed me motivation, because we do not have it. I did not have it at that moment. So I called on someone, say, how you doing? What's up, Jose? That is energetic right there. That is energetic. That is completely energetic. So that's what I tell you is about your self-development. Because the mentor, the messenger, and the motivator will help you through that process of self-development, of reading. Who is there to help you? I was just talking to Mr. Tober and Mr. Monte Boynton, and I explained to him that in order for you, your business, to go to the next level, it will depend on the people you surround yourself with. It will depend on the person that's mentoring you, or on the person that's giving you an idea or not giving you an idea. So the words that are coming in or not coming in matter. What sinks the ship is the water that gets inside the ship, not the hole. The hole is just happens to be coming out of nowhere. But inside of the water, inside is the water. So if you're not self-developing, what is it that you're doing? Why is it that you're feeding yourself? And this is, every millionaire will tell you that they read 7 to 10 books a year. 7 to 10 books a year. Why? Because how long did you believe it took that individual to write that book? Maybe 20, 15 years. What that means is that when you read a book that is self-development, it propels your life 5 years ahead. Because you now can apply the knowledge that it took a person 20 to 25 to learn. We have gone over what? We got faith, we got vision, faith over fear, we got self-development. And self-development, and let me tell you about self-development. Who likes to be ordinary? Raise your hand if you like to be ordinary. Raise your hand if you like to be extraordinary. Raise your hand, please. Who doesn't want to raise their hand, whatever God is I say? You know, right. Here you go. In order to become extraordinary, or to do extraordinary things, you have to become extraordinary yourself. And the only way you are going to become extraordinary is by self-development. If you're not personally or self-development, you are, again, shortening yourself from your success. Number 4, the small disciplines. Again, I listen to a lot of Jim Rohn. If you don't understand right now, I listen Jim Rohn. If you don't listen to him, please do. Put him in your podcast repeats, because he says that small disciplines is what's going to lead you to the success. Applying those small disciplines is what's going to lead you to success. We spoke about the vision, about the money. We spoke about how it is that you should go about your day. Who organizes their day? Raise your hand if you organize your day. Good. Because those are the small things. It tells you what it is that you're going to do, what it is that you're going to accomplish. Most of us go through the day, again, not getting from the day, or getting through it. And what happens is, the day, we feel at the end that we have not accomplished anything. So this is where the small disciplines come. They are the ones that those are the toughest ones. So do you have, whenever you get off work, what do? You got to take off your pants. You know, whatever you got to do, you got to put them on. Put in. You got to go do the laundry. You have to do this small discipline. Believe it or not, housekeeping is incredibly important for success, because it's what you don't see, what people don't see, and it's actually what people don't see. It's what makes you more successful, because it's going to lead to what when people see you, you are straight. Everything that you don't do is going to lead to what? How many times have you told yourself, I'm not going to do that? I could wait for it. And what happens? Time goes by. And that's the one thing we cannot wait, and we can't lose. One thing we can't get back is time. Why are you wasting your time? There are ways that you can organize your day so that at the end of the day, you will feel accomplished, and it's something that you can say to yourself, I did something. Let me give you a quick thing that I do. I call this the I do strategy. Don't worry about it. You don't have to get married, right? It's not like that type of I do. Well, I do something for me when I get home. That's the first thing. I do something for me. Why? Because I am the most important person in my life. I'm sorry. I have a wife. I have children. But if I'm not taking care of myself, Breezy, what happens when you don't take care of yourself? Correct, right? I take care of me first. So I make sure that I take care of me. So I go take care of something for me. Second, I do something for my wife. Of course, I do something for my wife. I do something for my children. Text them. I don't know. Do something for my business. I do something for my household. Right when I get from work. What that did was, I actually did something for everything. I took consideration of everything that goes on in my life and finds a time for them. Whether it's 2, 3 seconds to an hour. Doesn't matter. It is called harmony. It's never called balance. It's called harmony. Because sometimes your business is going to take 5 hours, but your wife, the next day, is going to take 10. Your pet may take 20 the next day. Your business may take 100. So it's a harmony on what you do with your time and those small disciplines. So you must ensure that you take those small disciplines, put them together into a day-to-day planner. And if you don't have one, I suggest you go to Getting Things Done, GTD. There is a great way to, another great way to get your day straight is Getting Things Done. I forget Brian, his first name is Brian, I forget who created that, but great thing. GTD, Getting Things Done, it will help you align your day so that you can feel accomplished at the end of the day and organized so that when if something were bad happened to you, knock on wood, please, somebody's not gonna work for you, and then your family is able to find everything. So that type of organization, of getting things done. Lastly, so your strong purpose, strong why. Why? Your why. Your why should make you cry, and it should evolve as time goes on. Because when I first started entrepreneurship, my why was my kids. I did everything for them. I did everything so that they can see that daddy can do it. And if daddy can do it, you can do it. And you can see daddy doing whatever it is that it takes for the family to be great. Then my kids grew. They didn't care anything that he did. It evolved. It had to be evolved. Now it's a legacy. They don't know. Now it's a legacy. Now my why is beyond my kids. I'm thinking 3, 4, 5 generations deep. And if you are not thinking 4 or 5 generations deep, what are you thinking? Are we just looking for the weekend? For the next day? Mr. Tober I had the opportunity to visit Mr. Tober at a previous network meeting in Alabama. And a young man mentioned, he said that we as minorities are the most insured what do you call that? Ethnicity in a nation. The most insured, yet the most poor. Yep. What that tells you is that we never leave behind estate planning. We never leave behind. It's very hard for us to leave something behind, our rules and regulations that everyone has to follow beyond us. What we do is we allow people to think for us when we're gone. And no one can think for us when we're gone. Therefore, we must leave a legacy, my opinion. And in the good Bible it says that a man should leave a inheritance for his family. And if you don't believe me, go read it. It also says that a man that does not have goals and dreams will slowly perish. So please, I tell you that your why, your vision, your purpose, the small disciplines, your mentor, your messenger, your motivator, personal development, every time that you feed your faith or your fear, it's going to matter into whatever success you're trying to reach. It does not matter what it is that you're trying to reach. Everything that I spoke of, you can apply it to almost every single aspect of your life. I hope that I was able to bring some value to your life today, and I'll give the mic back to Mr. Torre. Thank you very much.